Hey guys, how are you? Alex here, and I am not in my standard two different places that I normally do videos in my bedroom. As you can see, I'm in a completely different area. I'm actually at a client's house right now. I am a house sitter, dog trainer on the side, so I'm working with some animals this week, and they're a lot of fun. So you may hear some noise in the background, or you might see some enormous Great Dane dogs in the back. And just know they're my friends, and they make a lot of noise. I just got home from work too, so they're extra needy. But this week we're talking about myths, and I wanted to touch on my experience regarding top surgery, because I never ever saw a video relaying my experience. I think there's probably a few reasons to that. First of all, I experienced hypersensitivity, which only affects 10% of people post-op. So, and it's for any surgery, people can go hypersensitive. I also experienced some vertigo, which apparently is also it's not like an entirely uncommon physical malady from surgery, but I had not seen that as well. So I wanted to talk about how my experience differed from every other video that I've ever seen. Everyone that I saw always said, you know, I took my pain pills for like 3 days, or I didn't take any pain pills. I just took extra strength Tylenol. I was on pain pills for nearly 6 weeks. I was off of work for 5.5 of those weeks. And, sorry, stop it. It was really intense. I had some really intense nerve pain. Zoe, she's trying to strong arm me, which I am the dominant one. I'm not going to give in. I had some really intense nerve pain that would just break me down to my core, and it was so intense, you guys. And I had this like sense of shame that I was maybe a big pussy. Like, you know, everyone, just based on what I had seen, I couldn't believe that people would have experienced this pain and be back to work within 2 weeks. That wasn't even a possibility for me. I watched all 7 seasons of Malcolm in the Middle at Netflix. I read 6 books. I slept 14 hours a day. I did everything I could to keep my mind off of how visceral my pain experience was. And I'm not saying this to scare anyone. I hope your experience is not like mine. But if it is, it's not unheard of. It's just people don't necessarily make videos on it. And I don't know if it's like to save face or what. I know that a couple of times when I was doing updates on my channel, I wasn't looking forward to just being blatantly honest about my pain level. But I will say, week 6, I turned a corner and had significant reduction of pain, to the point where I really wasn't in pain, but I just had some discomfort. And now I'm three months post-op, and I get some pain in my left armpit is all. And it's infrequently, maybe a handful of times a week. It's just a really sharp pain. But that's the thing about nerve pain, is it's, oh my gosh, it's a different kind of pain. So I was thinking, what the hell am I going to do my video on this week? Because a lot of the myths were kind of taken. And then I was sitting at the doctor's office like 2 days ago for my post-op appointment, and I was sitting next to a guy who had had the same exact recovery as I did, and I could tell he had a lot of shame about it, and someone locally had said, you know, dude, you're just being a big pussy. And when I told him that he wasn't, and that I had this exact situation, I had this exact same recovery, he was so visibly relieved that I thought, well, I have to make my video on this. So top surgery isn't always easy. I hope for your sake it is. I do. And if it's not, just know it will get better. You just have to do your time. It took me 6 weeks. And I'd gone to the doctor like my 2-week appointment, my 1 week, my 2 week, my 4 weeks. You know, I had gone regularly to the doctors, and I told her that I had reconciled myself, that if I have pain for the rest of my life, that it would still be better than having boobs. And so I had still thanked her for doing this. And I can handle the pain. It's getting increasingly easier to handle. And she said she wouldn't be okay with that. So we would go through alternative pain management if it was to be a continued problem, but it wasn't. just around the time frame that she said the last, she said 6 to 8 weeks is the latest that nerve pain really affects people, and that was my experience. But I wanted to tell you that not all top surgeries are very easy. And I know it's not a major surgery because it is surface surgery. It's skin. It's not organs. It's not a blood source. It's certainly not as serious as hysterectomy. I mean, your uterus is the largest artery of the body. So it's not anything compared to surgery that is internal medicine. But, you know, it's surgery. So, yeah. Just wanted to let you guys know that, and since the kitty's here, I'm going to show you the kitty. He is naughty, but he's the cutest kitty in the whole wide world. Look at this little face. His name's Scout, and he's just a lover. Maybe he'll start purring. I just call him Kitty, or Squeaky, because he kind of squeaks. Okay, guys, so that's my video topic this week, and I hope everyone is great. Okay, see ya. See, he's naughty. He just bites on anything. His entire life's mission is to go from room to room and then cause as much mischief and mayhem as possible, which I think is probably the best life's mission ever. See you guys.